So you've discovered that you're in a relationship with a narcissist. In this video, I want to share with you what the kryptonite to a narcissist is. I've personally been in a relationship with a narcissist. It can be a very confusing time in your life. The gaslighting is so strong that you'll think that what you saw, you didn't really see that. The narcissist is painting the picture of what you saw, which was really not true. A narcissist will have their whole army of witnesses. Not only did they see what you did, but the witnesses who are all around, they saw it too. So I have backup. The narcissist says they have backup. A narcissist feeds on external validation. They constantly need that validation. Otherwise, they become very, very irritable. So a narcissist also needs a target. There's always somebody they're in conflict with. It could be a family member, it could be a friend, a close friend, but they always need that conflict because they feed on that. They're like a human hypodermic needle sucking the life force out of people. A narcissist is a very wounded child. The wound as a child is so great that it causes this narcissism. It causes this separation from empathy. So they're going to run this whole charade. They're going to create this whole world. It takes a ton of energy to keep this going. They're going to create this whole false environment just so they don't have to witness the pain that they're trying to cover up from their childhood of whatever experience that may be. But the thing that confuses the person, me in this example, so much about being in a relationship with a narcissist is how charming they are. They will make you feel very special, and if you're a type of person who really enjoys that, then you'll latch onto that. And in those times of confusion, in those times of chaos, in those times of argument, you'll compromise yourself. You'll give up this part of yourself because it's compromise. You'll give up that little part of yourself because it's compromise to make the relationship work. Because again, you feel like that there's more there that is good. And so why not give up just a little bit of this and a little bit of that? The problem with that is that, as you give up parts and pieces of yourself, they actually begin to pile up. And then when the narcissist treats you like shit, as they will do on a continuous basis, you'll start to think, hey, I gave this part of myself up for this relationship. Hey, I gave that part of myself up for this relationship. And so now when you respond to the targeting, the prodding, the needing to be in conflict from that narcissist, you start to respond big because you're pissed that you gave these parts and pieces of yourself up just to make this work, but yet you're still being disrespected or being treated like shit. And that's exactly what they feed on. That's exactly what they enjoy. The bigger you respond, the greater the anger you can come up with and muster, the more they love it. And then they go, see there, that's the person I've been telling you about. All the people, all the witnesses you see there, that's the person I've been telling you about. So they will provoke you just so that they can continue to build a case against you. If you've got a best friend, a narcissist is very threatened by a best friend because, again, it's a competition to them. Everything's a competition. They cannot be in second position. So a best friend is almost a no-no. If you're a narcissist out there watching this video now, you've probably felt like you really couldn't go and hang with your best friend because the narcissist was going to give you holy hell for wanting to do that. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to go and party? What are you going to do? And so you almost feel like, well, okay, life is going to be a lot easier if I just don't do that. I'll just put that over here too. I'll add that to the pile. So maybe you don't see your best friend as often. But the moment that I realized that what the narcissist is feeding on is my rage, is the moment I was able to understand what the kryptonite is. And so that was the moment I stopped responding. Not that I didn't want to, but I was strong enough to understand what was happening, clear enough to understand what was happening. So the purpose of this video is to begin the story, which I want to make more videos. I've got more stories about this. I've been in more than one narcissistic relationship. But the purpose of this video is to say, just a quick assist to you. When you stop responding to the narcissist in anger, rage, they have nothing to feed on. You will immediately watch them have to go find another target somewhere. And when they target you or anyone else, there's no empathy. Again, they will cut you deep. They won't try to do any type of, little light tap. They want to cut deep right away. It's a control thing. So you will witness this take place. So if you're feeling confused, lost yourself, gaslit, manipulated, feeling always in competition, you're in a relationship with a narcissist. And the last thing I'll say in this video is a narcissist can't heal because they live outside themselves. They have cut the cord to feeling anything that they may be hurting you or anyone. So I read once that if you're in a relationship with a narcissist, run and get away as fast as you can. Stop trying to compromise. Stop trying to reason. There is no empathy. They don't feel your pain. All they know is that they need to feed on something. And they've lured you in with their charm. They've created this entire world. They will cut you off from everyone around you. Your friends, your family cannot be in first position. They have to be in first position. And you would say to yourself, did I attract this into my life? Which is going to be another video. What is it that I'm supposed to be learning? Why did I attract this? What part of me is omitting this signal? Law of attraction is bringing this person into my life. But I'll tell you, if you can survive, it's the greatest learning I'll say that you'll ever get, but there's always going to be learning. It's the greatest opportunity to heal. If you could survive this and see it for what it really is, you are going to go spiritually high in awakening and understanding and power, personal power. But this is a big subject. And a lot of people throw the word around narcissist very lightly. My instincts tell me that that's more of a slap to them, whoever they're throwing that title to, than maybe really. I think it's just something that people are using more as an insult than anything. But there's a lot of people who are truly witnessing being in relationship with narcissists. But this is a conversation that will continue. But I have a deep well of experience of this, and I'll get into more of that. And where I think this came from in my own life, as to why I would be attracting these type of relationships. So stop reacting. Set your boundary. If you don't act in anger and rage, the narcissist has nowhere to go, has nothing to feed on. This is my gift to you today. Stop it. Take your power back. Watch what happens.